Okay, so we are back again. This time, let's see what happens on gold again. You know, today there was news even before the live stream started. We usually start at 1:30 and close by 2:30. It's just an hour stream. I just withdrew money from my yellow card app. Yeah, through BTC. I've closed that before people withdraw from my account. So, what do we have here for today? Let's look at gold. And now, yesterday, I'm very sorry to anyone that closed this trade. Yesterday, we took a trade over here. We're expecting sales below this. Yeah, so if you ever got sales over here below this, we're expecting sales. But after seeing this candlestick close, and then I asked some people to close. If your account size is not 100, then you close. And then this thing just dropped because I was expecting a retest of this zone, and then a drop. We look at what is being faced with us. Now we have two options right now. It's either we break out of this zone, then we continue selling, or we break out of this zone again. And we continue buying. So let's see what happens. Because gold is being kind of stubborn, you know, man. And even on the higher time frames, usually we start our analysis from the higher time frames. Let me take it off this chart. I have a clean chart for gold, right? A chart that I don't do all this. Yabadabadi. Oh, now if you are looking at this on gold, so many lines. I know, right? You just have to deal with the lines. They are there for a reason. Understand that. Now, first things first. If you look at this very closely, you are gonna see equal lows over here, right? And this is me. This is what I'm thinking. This is the low. This is what I'm thinking. This is, you know how I trade. I am looking for areas where there is liquidity, and then for that liquidity to be, or price to go into that liquidity and then act. Alright, so that is my whole point of how I trade. For example, not only picking from here, but I can also pick from all the way here. And looking forward or looking towards how price will react in this particular zone, right? So that is what I do day in, day out. So provided a zone is being cleared, then I am looking for the opportunity to capitalize on that. So this is what we have here. So I am expecting to see some confirmation to tell me to buy, then I'll go in deep for a buy, right? But what I even wanted to show you was this equal highs that I had set up, or sorry, equal lows that I had over here. Let me zoom in a little bit so that you guys can see. All right. This is it. This is the equal lows. This is the equal lows that I was looking at. So if I'm looking at this equal lows, then I am expecting price to come and then tap below this liquidity, because to me there's liquidity here, and then price should show me a confirmation. You know, anytime that we tap into liquidity doesn't mean that we are just going to reverse and then move back up. Now that's a wrong assertion that a lot of people have, right? That just because we cleared liquidity we should reverse. No, but then anytime that we have liquidity being cleared, we can just continue moving down. That there shouldn't be a retest, there wouldn't be anything like that. It's not mandatory for the market to do that. But then if it shows us signs of reversal, we are going to pick it. Why not? Why not? We will strongly pick. Right, so if gold is able to break out of this zone, just like I said, we would buy. Ideally, on the higher time frames, we have sell bias, but on the lower time frames, anything can happen. But it's better we follow the path of least resistance, right? So this is what we have for gold. This is what I'm looking at on gold. Nothing much, right? So we've seen gold. Gold. Okay, so this is the XY. Most of the time I don't analyze this pair, because to me this pair has to get here. This particular pair, it needs to get to this point. And then I make a decision. So until then, the XY will be moving up all the way to the side. And until that, gold will be falling all the way. So you realize that on the live stream, most of our signals or our calls will be for gold sells rather than gold buys. But then we also get gold buys. Alright, so this is Euro USD, which is the next pair that we are trading. Let's see what happens here. Euro USD is still falling. I have to delete this fib because at this point it's not relevant anymore. It's really not relevant. It's not showing me any signs of retracements anytime soon. So we just ignore. Also, if this thing over here, if this wick was around the 61 region, I would have entered a short just from here, right from here, without even thinking twice about it. But then it's on the 50%, which is a good discount zone. But then, no, let's stick to our strategy. Alright, so NZD USD didn't show any sign of reversal over here. Didn't give us anything. So it's safe to say that you can delete this. Yep. Now this is how I delete my zones, and then we look out for the next zone. This line over here will be the next zone. 0.600 or 6000. It's a psychological level, right? Bitcoin is dropping. Dropping. Let me see where at the moment. Just a moment. Okay, so we are back. Okay, and I know most of you can hear me as sound. Okay, so let's continue. Now for forex, right? We are waiting for gold to break. Let's say 1940. So if you have a breakout from 1940, then we can short. What I would have loved is for this price to tap into the 61, and then we continue selling back. Since that didn't happen, let's go in for the sales after 1940. GBP USD. GBP USD not doing bad. BTC too also not bad. Okay, so let's continue analyzing the pairs from Euro JPY and the rest. Alright, so Euro JPY, yesterday we took an early sell, which didn't work out. Where did you take the sell? Yeah, I think we took the sell over here at this point, which didn't work out. So yeah, we took the sell somewhere here. Unfortunately. My market dropped right here, swept into the liquidity and then moved back up. So let's continue. Let's go to USD JPY. if I don't delete this box and then I come back here some other time, I'll be so confused as to why I left this box over here. And we are moving on from USD JPY. USD JPY, the only time you're gonna get a trade is if it gets there. So it means that for the gold is gonna be selling. Just a moment, guys. I have a visitor. Alright, sorry about that. We are back. Okay. Now someone asked me a question like, so if you know USD JPY is gonna go up all the way to this point, why is it that you don't, for example, you don't buy all the way to here? Now it's all about risk to reward, right? Just because you know the market, the buyers, or you have a buyers in a particular currency or pair or in a particular market, doesn't mean that you can just jump in, right? Okay, USD card. Good statement here. All right. So similar thing on USD card. Not a bad trade setup. Okay. USD CHF, as we all know, that guy does his own thing. So USD CHF. For USD CHF, there isn't much going on, right? Let me look on the 15 minutes time frame. All right. US 30. US 30, there isn't much to say. I don't really trade US 30 that much. It's just one of the pairs that, you know, like a secret admirer. I just, once in a while, I look at it. Basically, because the broker that I'm trading with doesn't, US 30 isn't one of the highly liquid or highly, it's not a heavy pair there. Let me put it that way. It's not a pair like gold. Now, cards THF. What I would like to see over here on cards THF would be a manipulation of this. So right now, EUR/JPY is out, NZD USD2 is out. So cards THF looks like it's setting up for not a bad trade for me, because I like this kind of setup. Now let's see. One thing is that I'm waiting for, I trade. One thing you should know is that I trade liquidity. Or I'm looking at points where there are liquidity, because I believe the market moves from liquidity to liquidity, and then liquidity informs market structure, right? So this is it. This is what I'm expecting, and if I get something like this, bet you I am going to hit it very hard. Alright, so this odd card, let's see what odd card has for us. Still not ready for buys yet. And then I believe there's liquidity up here. Way up here. So what I'll pick rather is the channel. Yeah, I'll pick the channel this way. Retail concepts do work, but a lot of people do not know how to use them. Just be told. And then I'm a combination of retail and smart money, right? I only trade forex for me. So sometimes you'll be seeing me talking about some smart money, some ICT, some things you guys have not even heard of, right? But then I'm applying their principles over here, and then it shouldn't be that. One advice again is, just because I'm saying I know all these things doesn't mean that I am running from ICT to retail to smart money. No, I have been through it all at my early stages, so I kind of revolve around those things. But then I am not trading. Let's say I'll call myself a smart money trader, no, or I'll call myself an ICT trader, or I'll call myself this kind of trader. You get it? When I come into the market, I use tested and proven concepts and strategies that work for me, right? So I trade what I believe, and then I believe what I trade. If you get and understand that, I am not so bent on this is not good, this is bad. No. I trade what works for me. If you get that. Okay, so odd NZD, I think NZD was weak yesterday. Yesterday we had a news event on NZD, and then it was weak in the morning, right? So NZD fell, but today there isn't any other news event for today. Just weak news event, right? There's not anything that's going to move the market significantly, though. I'm not expecting any significant move. So let's look at gold. What is gold saying? Let's not forget we are here because of gold. So not in any of our zones. At the moment, we are still watching. Oh yeah. So on odd NZD, I think. Yep. So there's nothing interesting again on odd NZD. Now let's go to Euro AUD. Euro. Let's move to the lower time frames and let's see if we get something here. Euro. Let me see all the NZD. It's not even in our zone yet. So we are gonna pass on all NZD. Now currently we are looking at CAD CHF. Alright. And USD JPY. Let me see USD JPY. We don't have anything to do with USD JPY at the moment. Unless we get something to support our buy trade.
So many things inside of my jeans. Slide down the beatings, the beatings.
Alright, so let's move to USD CHF. USD CHF. Since USD card isn't ready, I don't think this guy is gonna be ready anytime soon. So I'm expecting a break out of here, because if it was ready, this thing would have shown me long ago. But then I'm thinking this is the next point. All right. Hey, we've done USD CHF already. All right, so let's go to Euro. Euro is one guy. Oh, okay. I think we've also done this. I was looking at this closely because there are possible setups here, right? But should we take the setup? No, I don't think so. Okay, let's look at something on Hero card. Hero card. I wouldn't trade this pair. Nothing informing me over here. Euro GBP. My best friend for some time now. I think I have to delete this. And this as well. And this. Alright. Well, now, like I was showing you guys the last time about trendline liquidity, right? Now, a lot of people get this wrong. And this is what's just happening over here. Now, if you see a very solid trend, a very solid or a healthy for an impulse move, and then you get some kind of choppy movement looking like a channel moving, a choppy movement, but then having a direction, then it's usually liquidity beneath there because others are accumulating. Anytime that you see the market being choppy, it's just the market in its own way trying to accumulate others. All right. So I think price is ready. Gold is getting into our zone of interest. So if gold breaks above the zone, we'll go in for buys. But then this zone is just closer to this particular zone over here. But should this zone work, I'm expecting it to get to somewhere here, around 59. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how this thing plays out. If we are to use the 1 minute, then we'll be in a range right now. I know some people will trade this way and break out of this zone. Then we pick the trade for buys. But we have to wait. Alright, so let's continue with our chart analysis. When we get to that zone, I'll be notified, or if I see it. NZD. So you realize I was telling you that yesterday, NZD sold quite a bit. Yeah, it was weak. So this NZD card, nothing really interesting. And then I think it's going to continue selling until we have the zone being smashed through. Alright, so we have the zone being smashed through. So if we get an engulfing candle over here, should NZD card close as an engulfing candle, then we'll enter for buys. So NZD card is also on the red list. Now I look at a lot of pairs, right? I know, I analyze a lot. So GBP CHF. GBP CHF right now, it's in a triangle. Now this is what I call a triangle. So GBP CHF, you realize so we are just watching this. You can pick this. Since we believe that this GBP CHF is in a triangle, and then we are expecting it to come and hit this zone, you can sell GBP CHF with this concept, right? This is not a great head and shoulder, but you can consider it. So if you get a good trade here, why not pick it? So if you are picking this trade right here, you should maintain a risk reward of at least 1:1.5. Or you are picking it somewhere here. Your SL should just be aware. It was. So this is not giving us 1:1.5. Then we are not taking this trade. So we let it go. Let's see what happens when price gets to this region over here, particularly, how price is going to react over here, but we are nowhere close. So let's see if we are going to have GBP news. Let me see. So tomorrow 6 a.m. we'll see. So tomorrow 6 a.m. I'll be watching the spare. Until then, I'm not really intrigued by this. Okay. GBP or GBP or Z. Nothing of interest at the moment. Now, the major reason why most of the time I've got this question: why is it that my borders are white? Now, initially, this used to be how my chart looks like. So this was how my chart looks like generally. But then I've changed a whole lot of things. So the background was black. And then I decided nah. And then, oh, wow, there's some crazy chats. Let's try colors here. This is a weird color, pink. All right. So today gold is not really playing in our direction. I don't think we'll have a trade for today. But let's see. But then you guys know if it breaks out of this zone, we are going for a sell. If it breaks out of the side, we are going for a buy. So this is it. But we are inclined to sell more than to buy. Yeah. But we are just left with 14 minutes to end the stream. So we can call no trade today, but then possible analysis made would be on CAD CHF. Let's wait for CAD CHF to get to this point, and then CAD CHF showing us something cool and then tantalizing, something tradable, and then why not we'll going for a trade. After card CHF, the next trade that we are. I didn't see GBP JPY today. Oh, okay, that's why. GBP GBP JPY is still doing its own thing. Hopefully tomorrow's news, I think should have a nope. And then straight to GBP or nothing really interesting, and then NZD card. And then GBP CHF. GBP JPY. I'm not interested. Honestly speaking, I'm not interested in. I'm not interested in USD JPY or GBP JPY. So today we are gonna call a no trade. Since I said I had a visitor, we'll be ending a live stream here. You know what to do on gold. No trade yet. Should we break out of 1853? So if you can pick a trade when we break out of 1954. I'm used to saying 1954. You can pick a buy trade and then target 1959 or 1960, right? And then when we break out of 1939, you can place a trade for a sell. Excuse me, sorry about that. So when we break out of 1939, you can place a sell trade and then target 1:2. So that will be it for today. Tomorrow we'll be here again. We'll trade.